Okay, Annie from Wisconsin said that Scott Walker's leaving a $2 billion hole in the budget. Here's an article by Scott Bauer with a photo from the Associated Press. Oh, this is an Associated Press story. So this is, from the AP. Dateline Madison. This is from January of just a couple of months ago. Governor Scott Walker will have to plug a roughly $280 million budget shortfall by the end of June, and the state faces a two-year deficit that could be as large as $2 billion based on new estimates released Friday by the nonpartisan Legislative Fiscal Bureau. Right. Amazing. Amazing. I am increasingly failing to understand how any Republican can genuinely run for political office in the United States and tell the truth. I mean, how do you... Chris Christie tried it yesterday, right? Or the day before yesterday. Came out and said, okay, yeah, we're going to do... See, he screwed up the pension program for the state of New Jersey. Raised the retirement ages, reduced the benefits. I mean, he screwed it up. And so he says, hey, we're going to do for the country what I did for New Jersey. We'll raise the retirement age for Social Security up to 70. We'll raise the eligibility age for Medicare up to 67, 68. We'll raise, we'll cut benefits for people who make over 80 a year. And we're going to means test it. We're going to turn it into a welfare program. At least Chris Christie was honest, but he's that. What can a Republican say other than that Democrat's a terrible person, which is what you're going to hear an enormous amount of? I mean, it's just going to be mind-boggling how much that's going to be blowing around. But what can Republicans run on? That they want to, they want to cut Social Security, they want to cut Medicare, they want to cut Medicaid, they want to do away with public education, voucherize everything, then privatize it. They want to, we've had Republican privatization now for 30 years, since Reagan really pioneered this in the 80s, of our military, of pretty much anything. I mean, anything that government does for free or for inexpensive, shall we say. I mean, the cost to administer Social Security is less than 2%. The cost to administer Medicare is less than 3%. Whereas a private for-profit health insurance, the cost to administer it is 15, 20%. Sometimes, well, before Obamacare, it was a lot more than that in many cases. Administration, including the money that they're skimming off the top. But what can a Republican run on? We want to beat up more minorities? They want to chase more buses full of people coming from Mexico, little children coming from violence in Honduras or Guatemala or El Salvador, violence that's the consequence of Reagan's policies in the 80s in that region. I guarantee you, what they are going to run on is going to be wedge issues. They're going to say, oh, as Bill O'Reilly said apparently day before yesterday, if you're white and Christian, and male. There's a war on white male Christians. Really? Last I looked, white guys, Christian white guys, have it pretty good in this country. I'm just astonished. I don't get it. How they're going to do this.